I think that sounds so good. I'm just saying, I love me some mellow, slow jazz. And the Wednesday just seems so appropriate for me to listen to it. It's like you have that Monday and Tuesday, and when that Wednesday comes, especially Wednesday evening, you just kind of get chill because you're almost on the other side, ready for the weekend, right? I'm telling you, I really believe that it's reversed. I think you're supposed to work 2 days and then have 5 days to just chill, listen to some jazz, having you a little bit of cheers. However, you have cheers, whatever's in your glass, however you do it, I'm just telling you, that's the vibe I'm feeling right now. So I hope you feel it. And I welcome you in to get to know Bob, this amazing platform that we feature some phenomenal Black business owners, authors, musicians, like artists, just everything that we have in our neighborhood. We have people who are in the industrial industry that has been on, people that are chefs and bakers, just any and everything, all creatives and, our literal thinking people, our computer and geeky people. I hate to say that, but y'all techie people, y'all using that other part of the brain. So we have just shined a spotlight and shown just how amazing our community is. And I just want to thank you for joining. I'm your host, Sonia Weaver. I am excited, always excited, right? Y'all say she excited every week. And I am, because I get an opportunity to spend some time communicating and have a conversation with phenomenal people. How lucky can you be, right? How lucky can you be? So, as we get right into tonight's show, you guys, some people had asked me, what happened to your look? I figured you guys know my look. Y'all know who I support every week on what makes me me, some of my signature things. Nothing really changes. So I figured I'll go into more so who I supported. But I do have my popping lips on tonight. I got a lot of compliments today on my popping lips. So I'm going to give a shout out to Rashida LaShawn, the glam doctor, for always having my lips popping. And I just happen to love, love, love this color that I have on today. Now, I keep my lips popping, and I guess that would be good, but it kind of would defeat the purpose if my teeth was jacked, And so I make it a point that I visit my dentist, my phenomenal dentist, is Dr. Quanda Johnson. Yes. And Dr. Quanda Johnson was on the show some time ago. So when I was at the office, I told her, you are long overdue and it's time for you to come back on. So Dr. Quanda Johnson will be visiting us in the near future. I was at her office today. Smile, which you can find in Oak Park, Michigan. You can see from the time that I was on the outside going in, just taking a quick shot of the waiting area. And yes, that was my chair that was waiting for me. But when I left, look at that smile. I mean, my teeth were clean and glistening bright. So I love my dentist, Dr. Quanda Johnson. She is listed on our International Black Business Directory and has been a supporter since day one. So yes, I love, love, love me some Dr. Quanda Johnson. If you are looking for a dentist that will be there for you, I mean, from your medical plan to make it work for you, to walk you through what you need in importance to your dental hygiene, to give you amazing referrals, the people that she even refer you to, like if you need oral surgery, or like me, I'm having these wisdom teeth removed. She even is connected to phenomenal people. I have not been referred to, or someone in my family been referred to someone that we did not absolutely love as much as we love her. So again, Dr. Quanda Johnson, today's smile, located in Oak Park, Michigan. That's who I supported quite a few people this week because, I'm committed to the pledge. And if you forgot about the pledge, it is our Support 7 Bob pledge. So yes, that was just who I'm spotlighting today, but I supported quite a few people. And if you want to know some more who I've supported, you're going to have to check out maybe my Throwback Thursdays or my Flashback Fridays that are on Black Friday, even my Shout Out Sundays and my Stay Connected Saturdays. I'm just letting you guys know, some of the phenomenal Bobs that I support daily so that you too can take the pledge and make sure that you support 7 Black-owned businesses a day. Our Deals with Bob deal of the day for this episode. Yes, this episode, we are always offering a free gift. And tonight's free gift for the episode will be, we're going to give away some tickets to the upcoming Say the Babies All for One and One for All fundraiser that is happening on March 25th. And it is so appropriate because we have the phenomenal Mona Lizza in the house who's going to be telling us more about this event. Now, how do you get your tickets? Well, before I get into that, we have a winner alert. Let's give it up. Hands up. Woo! Winner alert. Thank you for Chris Jordan, who has received free tickets to the upcoming Getting Linked in Love event happening on my birthday, February the 11th, at Southfield, Michigan, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And we'll have more information coming later in the show. But we thank you, Chris Jordan, for your support. And I'm telling you, it is easy to get this free stuff from us. So what do you have to do? 3 steps. You're going to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just send us a pic to confirm. Like and follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. Just send us a pic to confirm. And then you're going to share and tag. Share 5 of our get to know episodes on your social media platforms and tag us, Deals with Bob. Also tag 5 friends, and that's all it is. Send those pics to info@Deals with Bob. The first person to complete the 3 steps will receive the free gift, those tickets to the upcoming event in March 25th. Let us know by leaving a comment on tonight's show that you completed the steps, right? So you have 7 days to complete these steps, but once we get that first person to do it, of course, they are the ones who are going to be receiving those tickets. Now, as you watch the show, I know you're going to get more excited to want to do it. Just getting something free that you know of great value, because we don't give away anything that's not of value. So you should be excited just because you're going to get something free. But as we talk to tonight's guest and we talk about more behind it, you're going to really want those tickets. So make sure you do what you got to do in order to be the first one to complete the steps to get them for free. Then we're going to go on to our featured nonprofit of the month. This month, we are featuring Unity Detroit. Unity Detroit stands for Uniting Neighborhoods and Inspiring Today's Youth. It is an 50c3 nonprofit organization that's incorporated in the state of Michigan. They implement strategies to strengthen cohesion in the community and work with youth through mentoring and sports activities. Their purpose is to annually they provide support to children, families, and communities in the Tri-County area, where they meet the needs of those they serve by providing scholarships to high school students entering college or trade school, providing support to families for after-school programs, providing support for families during the holidays, and providing coaching and mentoring through youth sports. Their vision is to contribute to the growth and success of a positive and collaborative, clean and safe community. Their goals each year is to make a difference in one new neighborhood. They will bring partnerships with organizations and businesses to help tackle the needs of today's youth and the community. And I did highlight some things that the nonprofit did most recently, where they had a youth scholarship tournament, and 2 of Unity's youth bowling club students won first place and third place. So let's give it up to the work that Unity Detroit is doing within our communities. As you can see, they are definitely our featured nonprofit this month. Our featured business for tonight's show is Mona Lisa's Lyrics. Let's take a moment to see what they do. Mona Lisa's Lyrics LLC is focused on providing independent entertainers with many performance opportunities while making sure their audiences are well entertained with the highest level of professionalism. They will do everything they can to meet your expectations. With a variety of live entertainment to choose from, they're sure you'll be happy with the services they provide. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to contact them. They hope to see you again and check back often for new show updates, opportunities. There is so much more to come. Mona Lisa's Lyrics is on a mission to create as many performance opportunities for independent artists as possible. With the start of their new division, Mommy on the Town, they're able to provide their audience with wonderful shows for great cause. If you're hardworking, self-promoting, singer, rapper, poet, etc., they love to be a part of a wonderful movement. They love to put you to work. With concerts and showcases that come, there are lots of openings to be filled. So please contact Mona at monalisas222 at yahoo.com with questions about how you can register to be in their continuous roster of talent. Consumer members of Deals with Bob receive 15% off their first month's membership fee for MLM events. OMG, how awesome it is to have Mona Lisa's Lyrics part of Deals with Bob's International Black Business Directory. Now, you know what time it is right now. We're getting to our deals for consumer members. Can you get excited? We are kicking it off with Peggy's Pound for Pound Great Cakes that is offering 10% off. Now, I've had Peggy's Pound for Pound Great Cakes plenty of times. I have had the pleasure of just going to events where she happened to have been the dessert caterer for that event. And I myself have patronized Peggy's Pound for Pound Great Cakes using it for my 50th birthday party. And I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. So consumer members, you will want to take advantage of that 10% off. Next, we have Detroit Metro Puck Podcast offering 15% off their events. Now, if you know Charles, you know he has amazing business network events, and he has one coming up in the near future. So consumer members, make sure you be on the lookout. Make sure you check out our Stay Connected, because as soon as we have a date, time, and location, we will be bringing that information your way. And why not get an extra 15% off? We have been speaking with Five Stones Digital because they have definitely been supporting us from the beginning. Five Stone Digital was founded to provide information technology services to the community on behalf of that integrity is foundation and all the quality business relationships, and the excellence is not an act, but a goal to continuously strive towards. As such, they will establish relationships that are not based upon profit margins and upsells, but by aspirations and goals. They have a principle to do to others whatever you would like them to do to you. So if you're looking for some amazing digital and media services, then you want to definitely promote Five Stones Digital. Next, then Rise Up Host. And I'm going to just say for personal, Rise Up Host definitely is amazing. They have walked me through my personal websites as well as supported some phenomenal business owners that I personally know that I refer them to in getting their business website started. So Rise Up Host is definitely another business we are speaking with and has been supporting us since day one so that we can bring you some phenomenal deals. So more to come, but we want to definitely make sure that you got them on your radar. That is Five Stone Digital and Rise Up Host. And if you are a business owner and you want to offer deals, discounts, giveaways, and rewards to our consumer members, please visit www.dealswithbob.com and join today. To become a consumer member, all you need to do is go to www.dealswithbob.com. You're going to click on that consumer sign up and you're going to join today. For our business owners, as you know, we would love, love, love for you to get one of those annual packages where you can get so many more benefits and rewards for your dollar. And then your consumer membership is included. So come on over and join us. We have been doing this work diligently. We're not going to stop. So you want to join some group that's committed to making sure that you have increased visibility, increased awareness, so that we can collectively support one another and ultimately restore our communities. As we move along, we're going into our Stay Connected segment. Can you get excited? This time for you to grab your pen, grab your paper, because this list is long. I am telling you, there is a lot going on within our community. First and foremost, I need to make sure if you missed last week's episode, you have got to make sure you catch the replay. Just go right over to our YouTube channel and just click on last week's episode. And hey, while you're there, you may want to watch a few others as well. But I'm telling you, last week's conversation with LaShawn Renee Michael was amazing. And if you remember, she has said she has an awesome self-love giveaway alert for the self-love journey book as well as the journal. So, hey, I don't know. Maybe she has given them all away. I'm not sure. But hey, why not still go on over and do what you got to do to get your copy today? Rocky's Reality, Rashida the Glam Doctor, will be on February 9th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is going to broadcast live on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you tune in. The TGQ Law Firm with Terrence Quinn Esquire is having a probate webinar on February the 10th, 2023 at 12 p.m. via Zoom. This is a Boss Entertainment approved event. It is the celebrity edition of Battle of the Sexes at Club Echelon on February 10th at 6 p.m. Poetic Lyrical Intellectuals is having one electrifying night of performers on February the 10th from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. We have another Boss Approved event, Valentine's Edition, Nice Time. It is happening at Cola's and it is on February the 10th. Doors open at 8 p.m. Being featured again is Max Justice Entertainment presents Love and Justice, the hit stage play, which you can watch via online, and is another Boss Approved production happening this week through February the 14th. Celebrate Valentine's Day getting linked in love on Saturday the 11th, February the 11th, 2023 from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. The Amazing Woman Network speaks. Topic is Let's Talk About Sex. And this is happening February the 12th at 7 p.m. via Facebook Live. Valentine's Day Love, Lust, and Lyrics, February the 14th at 7:30 to 10:30. The 7th Annual African American Family Book Expo, Saturday, February the 18th. Doors open at 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pray Hustle Slay Black Book Fair on Sunday, February the 19th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pray Hustle Slay Black Owned Small Business Saturday on February the 25th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Urban Unity is having Urban Ski Charity Event, Black History Edition, on February the 25th at 11 a.m. Pine Knot Ski Resort. Party with the T and Detroit Books Book City, having a Black History Book Fair Saturday, February 25th from 12 noon to 5 p.m. Chopping It Up with the Brothers, Conversation Towards Healing, hosted by Keith Bennett, Darwin Griffin, and Pastor Mark A. Hall Jr. on March 11th from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Merchants Are Us and Divalicious Enterprises present Business Shower 2023, Saturday, March 18th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mona Lisa's Lyrics presents Detroit's own Say the Baby, a fundraiser for All for One and One for All, happening Saturday, March 25th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Laugh Foundation presents More Than the Eyes Can See, happening Saturday, March 25th. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the show starts at 7 p.m. And let us support you and your event by adding it to our Stay Connected segment. Visit www.dealswithbob.com and contact us today. Woo! Do you mind if I get a little sip before the next segment? Thank you. Now that's my water down Wednesday, just so y'all know. Now, the time we've been waiting for our conversation for this evening. Yes, tonight's guest is none other than the phenomenal Mona Lizza of Mona Lizza's Lyrics. Hello, darling. How are you?
Hello, I'm awesome. How are you today?
I am fabulous. Thank you for asking. I was a little winded. I had to give me a little sip of water. Ooh, that list was long.
It's a lot coming up. A lot.
A lot. And that's good because a lot of people seem to think like we really don't have too much going on in the community. They be talking about they just be doing the same thing or they be at home. And I'm telling you, we got a lot going on. And some of it's because of you.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I felt so bad. Like this weekend, it was just so many people inviting me out to different things, and I love it. I love being considered. I love saying, "Oh my goodness, I'm going to try." So it's just a matter of being out and going from here to here to here to here. So once I get my map, everything mapped out, I'll be able to give my support.
Well, I happen to be one of those people, and I gave you a pass because I have a lot of stuff coming. So if you can't get out this weekend, I understand. I'm putting it out there to everybody watching. Y'all know how I do. I love to celebrate my birthday But
Yes.
this event happening on Saturday is limited seating. We do have a few seats left, but it is limited seating. So if you still want to come on and come and sing happy birthday with me and go on and get your beading and binding on, then come on out and let me know. So
Yeah,
but
happy
before we
birthday to you. Happy
can you
birthday.
believe it? I'm like 3 days away.
Yes, yes.
Wow. I can't believe it. I'll be like 21 and then I have some actual wine in this cup.
Exactly. You gotta wait for that 3 more days, right?
Right. Now, before we go too further, obviously people know your name because we've been promoting on social media, but this is the opportunity. Y'all know my platform where I'm passing you the baton, giving you the opportunity to share a little bit about who you are, what you like to do, those hobbies and those things, what you do, and then most importantly, why you do what you do.
Okay. Well, first off, thank you so much for having me in the spotlight this evening. I really appreciate you. I admire you. I love you. You are one of the best friends I've ever had in life. So just thank you so much for even considering me to be on your show. I am Mona Lizza, owner of Mona Lisa's Lyrics, a full service entertainment and promotions company. I love, love, love bringing people together through great music, great food, libations, and just an all around good vibe. I celebrate the local businesses constantly. All of my sponsors and vendors are only small businesses, local businesses. Um, so the important thing for Mona Lisa's Lyrics is just to bring the world the information about how hard these local businesses are working and why they should choose them over maybe a corporate business. We work just as hard and even harder because we don't have all the capital that a corporation may have. So
Mhm.
yeah, I love what I do. I recently have decided to switch over and to do more of what I love. And as you and I talked about, so it's a learning it's a learning journey. What do I like to do? What don't I like to do so much anymore?
Mhm.
But events, bringing people together, creating a platform for independent artists and bands and vendors and caterers and bartenders, just bringing opportunities
Mhm.
into these different businesses is what's important to me.
I love it. I love it. And so I did add a couple of things so we could share.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to say my Stay Connected segment grew a lot because you had a whole lot going on. I couldn't bring
A little bit.
everything. That's not even nearly everything, but I know to get us talking about some of the
Yeah.
things that you mentioned.
Yes.
And it appears that they all to me offer some type of cohesiveness to
Hmm.
what you offer. So
Yes.
share a little bit about maybe these events or some others, but just overall how the underlying like vibe flows through every single event.
Yeah. So I am a single mom and a business owner. And because of a car accident 3.5 years ago, I'm also disabled in some ways. So the focus for me over the last, since the inception, I've loved spa parties and things like that. But since my car accident, I really started thinking about relaxation and mental health, and getting together with people who are like-minded, and being able to support the things that you love and continue to do what you love, but um you know doing it in the right way that will cause you the least amount of stress, that will not cause you to go all outside your comfort zone, trying to make the income that you deserve. But I love the spa parties. I love being able to hold concerts and
Mhm.
feature different businesses, especially nonprofit organizations, at each event. Every event I do, it has a focus on a different business. And that's the reason why I love Dadpreneur of the Year, Mompreneur of the Year. These movements are so near and dear to my heart. It started a few years ago when I had a much bigger team. And I just wanted to say thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to my team and hardworking people and, the moms and dads that do so much every day. And sometimes we don't hear thank you for weeks on end, right?
Right.
Just because our immediate family, we have our roles. We
Yeah.
have our roles, right?
Right.
So, sometimes, our family don't think, oh, I should thank her for cooking such a great meal. Because you could,
Right.
thank you for washing my clothes. Because that's, yeah. But being able to get the items that the small businesses produce in one large gift basket and giving it to a deserving mommy or dad, or giving them a marketing package, something that will help them spread the word about their businesses, or just helping them to raise the funds that they need to keep going. you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
yeah, so last year was a very busy year because one of my new clients from last year is our Dadpreneur of the Year, which is he's Mr. Aaron Abel Grable, owner of
Yes.
Legacy Hall, and he's our 2022 Dadpreneur of the Year. So with Legacy Hall, we were able to establish weekly events, and I love doing it. I loved being able to um you know help him hire different artists, poets, singers, comedians, just the whole thing, and to add more to his repertoire as far as a hall owner. But I'm so privileged to be able to have this event dedicated to All for One and One for All, which is a nonprofit organization that Mr. Grable mentors through. And it's going to be at Legacy Hall on March 25th, and it's featuring Sada Baby. So it was important to me to have a celebrity that is homegrown. It was important to me to have someone who is local, that has, become successful internationally. Just to give his own perspective on what he did, what did it take for him to be successful, what obstacles did he come against, as far as the entertainment world, because I the beginning of my business or my career was creating my CD release party in 2006. And that was my first event that I put together, and I did it from scratch all by myself, and I loved it. And I was like, I want to keep doing this.
Okay.
Everything even started. So I am an independent artist, and that's how everything started with me. I was working with a wonderful entertainment company out of downtown Detroit, and new music entertainment, and with Gerald Foster. And I was like, you know what, this is just a totally different world. So I dove into it. So I've done just competitions with independent artists, fundraisers, business launches, everything you can think of, I have
I
done.
believe you have everything you could think of. I believe you
Yeah.
have. Now I did include the a little while ago. I'm not sure if you saw it. I included the legacy nights that you kind of mentioned, um,
Mm-hmm.
that you were able to help with, and I think it's phenomenal. It was like karaoke and game night was done. We had an erotic poetry night that
Yes.
came back for more.
Mhm.
And just ballroom lessons, and it was phenomenal. How
Mhm.
I was excited because you have here then Legacy Hall being featured right here, where
Mhm.
it was being utilized, but you gave it a way of being utilized in a new way.
Mm-hmm.
So what outside of the, you know, the great relationship that you have with Mr. Aaron Abel Grable, what kind of motivated you to kind of bring these new offerings to that venue?
Well, Abel is such a wonderful soul, and he and I are great friends, and I appreciate not only the work that he does in the community, but also the work he does at home, right? So he's raising two children of his own, but also two other children who are his nephews. And he's a very hard worker. He owns multiple businesses, and he and I, we had that conversation about what how he wanted to expand his brand as far as the hall. And I just want to thank you, because without you I wouldn't have met him. I met him I met him because of you. So, and then when he and I started working together, you were like, see, I knew it. Yep. I knew you guys needed to meet. And so I appreciate you for sowing that seed. And his hall is gorgeous. His hall is gorgeous. It's big. It has two separate sides. And when I walked in, I said, "Oh my goodness, there's so much I can do in here." So so now I've referred people to use his kitchen, bakers and caterers and things like that. And just being able to help him get the word out, because that's what it's all about.
Right.
If you have a great idea or a great product, but nobody knows you have it, then you really have nothing.
That's what I
So
said. It's like this little gem, like that's just hidden. You know,
yeah,
you wouldn't never turn down the street. It's not on the main. You know how you just
right.
drive and you just see like, oh, this hall. It's really
Hmm.
no reason to like go there, but it's so
Yeah.
much potential there. And
Hmm.
that's one of the things that I do love is that when I go down, one person can see one thing, but I always look through the glass of it being halfway full, and I
Yeah.
just see potential, right? And you're
Hmm.
right, the
Hmm.
space is phenomenal. We did my nephew's birthday. I don't know if you tuned into last week's show. That's what I featured at the beginning of the show was
Awesome. Yes.
his
Uh-huh.
fall. And
Hmm.
you're able to have literally a full size bounce house where it's fully inflated, not
Yeah.
like it's hitting the ceiling and can't it is fully inflated, and that's just how
Yeah.
big. Plus we had a blow up movie theater screen and a ball
Oh,
pit thing. It was
awesome.
just so much space going on, and
So
that's
awesome.
that's awesome to have,
Hmm.
in an event space. So, and you're
Yeah.
right, the kitchen, my grandson was like, this is a big kitchen.
It's huge, right?
It's
I know.
huge.
So it's really big. And then I even had the Mompreneur of the Year, Dadpreneur of the Year award ceremony there too.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it. I love working with him because he's the kind of venue owner that is hands-on. Some venue owners say, "Yep, rent the space," and they just walk away and they have nothing to do with it, right? But Abel is always very involved with what's going to be going on in his hall. So that's why I feel so fortunate to be able to bring more attention to what he does. And
Mm-hmm.
the big things that he does in the community, that are unsung,
Right,
like doing
right.
clothing drives and food drives and backpack giveaways and horseback riding lessons, and you know what I mean? Like, he just does
Exactly.
everything. And I'm like, no, it's time for the world to say, who is this? And recognize
Exactly.
that there are good men out there. Not only good men, but good Black men, right? So
Exactly.
Black
Exactly.
History Month. That's a nod to Black History Month. So yeah, but he's a great example of what a fatherpreneur, dadpreneur is, and what a dadpreneur should be. So
Exactly.
yeah. So
Which is
March
a perfect
25th.
way to kind of segue into one of the things you mentioned earlier. You said do what
Mhm.
you love, and one of the things you said you loved doing was your mompreneur and dadpreneur. So
Yes.
this was 2021
Yes.
mompreneur and dadpreneur winner. And for those of you who want to get to know them, then you can visit the episodes from May the 19th of 2021 and May the 26th for 2021. And the winner there was Miss Nefertiti Morris and Mr. Larry Hurst. So just share about then, was this the inception or was this just the most recent one?
The inception was in 2019.
Oh.
And unfortunately our winner for 2019 felt that she needed to step down because of some personal things she had going on. So we weren't able to celebrate her as widely for her whole, for the whole year. But this one was the a very big one. This one for 2021 because it was after the pandemic broke out, right? It was so we still had a lot of fear in the air about whether we should come together or not, and it was just it was a little different, but both of them are so phenomenal, so I'm glad that I was able to still do an event for them and celebrate them for who they are. Nefertiti Morris is a minister. She owns a nonprofit. She's a grandmommy. She's dynamic. She's dynamic, and she's a wonderful example of a mompreneur. And Mr. Larry Hurst is a chef. He's a great dad, and he's a father. He's a cancer survivor. Just him and his wife, Katrina, they're such a great team, and their son, Cole. They all own businesses. I mean, come on. They're phenomenal. So
and they got fun doing it.
Exactly. So it was really good just to see everybody out again and to hug everybody and to so 2019 we had a lot of nominees, and that was before the pandemic, as I said, a lot of nominees and different things. So I'm glad that we were able to do it in full force in 2019, but then we had to hold off, until 2021 to do the next one. So it brings me great joy to be able to say, great job.
Yes.
What you do is phenomenal. Okay.
Yes.
Because most of the things that our mompreneurs and dadpreneurs do that we feature, this is their life, right? This isn't
Right.
something that they do that they're trying to get recognition for.
Right.
They naturally do these things. This is just who they are and what they do. So since I love the mompreneur and dadpreneur so much, I've decided to retire from doing the smaller events and from being so hands-on with smaller events and having clients to growing my business into mainly the Mompreneur of the Year movement and the Dadpreneur of the Year, which means we're going to be going from state to state, gifting hardworking moms and dads with great prizes and money and opportunities and advertising and all the whole thing, whatever you need to keep going, right? That's where we're going to be providing. But yeah, you and I talked about that, what makes me happy, what makes us happy. And I had to really sit back over the last 6 months. I had to really sit back and say, you need to sit down because you're losing the joy that you once had, right? And when I found myself losing the joy and what I love doing so much, something had to change.
Right.
And I said, since 2006, my world has been so full, including the birth of my son, right? So my world has been so full. And I said, it might be time for me to enjoy some of the fruits of my labor.
Yeah. Why not?
Probably should be enjoying all of this work. So so I want to travel a lot more. I want to be a lot freer mentally. I want to be a lot freer. I know you know this fact that when you're doing events are
Oh,
stressful.
yeah,
Even though I can
yeah.
do it with my eyes closed. I mean, not many things about events stress me out anymore, but just the years, the years of doing it.
I'm doing
I'm
it.
like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this to the other event planners. And so I've been recommending other event planners for the smaller local events. And I've moved on to doing celebrity concerts as you know to bring more funds into the nonprofits that I feature. And then we're going to be doing some traveling. So yeah, you got to find your happiness. You got to find your
Exactly.
happiness. And sometimes
Exactly.
you have to reevaluate it. So
That's true. So then, since she's in her happy place, everybody, these are our winners for the 2022.
yes.
And like Mona mentioned earlier, this whole ceremony was at Mr. Aaron Abel Grable's event space, Legacy Hall. And tell us then about, we've been talking about Mr. Aaron Abel Grable. So tell us about the mompreneur winner that we have here featured.
Well, it is a phenomenal blessing to have met her. Um, I mean, she's truly an angel. I don't know how else to explain it because she was able to turn tragedy into a life changing movement. She lost her daughter. Her daughter had been ill most of her life, and she eventually lost her daughter. But instead of rolling up into a ball and sitting in the corner and crying for the rest of her life, which look, who would have blamed her, right? um Instead of retreating and saying I give up on this world, she said, nope, I'm going to keep my daughter's legacy alive. Let me you know bring joy to others, especially children who were in the same situation. So there are lots of kids that are in the hospital constantly, and Dr. Mary White decided to start an organization called Susie Q's Kids. Susie is her daughter, Susie Q's Kids, and they are dedicated to bringing comfort to kids who are in hospice or in the hospital, in foster care, and those who are grieving the loss of parents. And so they make comfort bags with many different items in it. And one of the items is a panda bear. It's so snuggly, a panda bear that they give with the comfort bags and a blanket. So I bought one of the blankets, and she was like, well, no, they're not really for sale. I'm like, I'm not about to take one without giving you money. So I mean, we okay. So so anyway, I made a donation, and to help her keep going. And it was tragic. Even every time she talks about her daughter and we are introducing her at different speaking engagements, when she starts crying, I usually run up to her and hug her and say, oh my goodness, this is, but at a fundraiser that we did for her in October at the Lions Club, she's the president of the Lions Club out there, and in Sterling Heights. And I chose not to hug her. I wanted her to get her story out, and I wanted the emotion to be there because her story needed to be told. I'm a mom, so I want to stop the pain, right? So I usually run up to her like, okay,
Oh, it'll be okay. That's how
right,
I mean, I understand. My partner, when she talks about the loss of her son,
of her
but
son,
I
yeah,
let her do it. I let her do it, and she's getting to the point
yeah,
where she's able to say it, and she doesn't get as choked up anymore. Because
hmm
I mean, it's not that it's changed how she feels, but she's
hmm
getting stronger and more
yes,
empowered the more she
yes,
talks about it, because that's what
hmm
drives the purpose behind the
yeah,
work she does. And
yes,
so, yeah, I definitely agree. Let them keep getting stronger and stronger,
yes.
and bringing the awareness behind
hmm
the why.
And
Now,
then
for
letting people connect with her, right? Because
yes,
her story is a platform for others who may have gone through similar things to connect with her and to gain comfort from her story too.
exactly. Now, before they were crowned, we had the opportunity to do a show with the finalists.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a phenomenal group of men and women that
Yes.
just like cross through this event.
Mm-hmm.
So just during that conversation, what did you find out with, I guess, this year's or this most recent year's group of moms and dads?
Well, the group was so diverse. Like all of them, of course, had different businesses and different ways of helping the world be a better place. And I loved it because, I mean, Mr. Gerald Foster, Gerald, I always get his last name wrong. Anyway, I love him. He's kinfolk. He's my sound guy and band leader and all that, right? Okay. Gerald Kemp. Okay, I don't know why I want to call him. Oh, you know what? My old boss was Gerald Foster. Anyway,
Okay.
all right, so Gerald Kemp. So he's kinfolk. So he helps kids through music. So he's a music teacher and
Mhm.
he's a great musician. And and then we go to Jason Integrity, who has a business that helps people um get their branding correct, and he's a great inspiration to youth too, because he has two teenage sons. And
Mhm.
they're, just as a family, they're a strong family unit. And the services he provides helps mom and dads who own businesses to get on the right track. So,
Mhm.
and then we go to Miss Kim Glenn, the beautiful Kim Glenn, and she's phenomenal. So she owns a nonprofit organization. She actually is an activist for alopecia as well. And it is alopecia, am I correct,
Um,
Sonia?
well, for her, it is, yes.
Yep, alopecia, right. So she's an activist for that, but just her example of strength really warms my heart. And just, her light and her spirit is so encouraging. And Miss LaShawn, she's a tax diva, but she also does the couponing, and she'll show you how to coupon and how to save money for your family and how to make money for your family too. So those are just a few people, and you already talked about Mr. Unity.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Unity. And so for me, and then the other two young ladies, I want you to speak about the beautiful makeup artist and the other young lady, because I know that the makeup artist. Tell me a little bit about her, because I do want to work with her, but she's so busy. Oh
Yeah,
my
she is
goodness,
so
what's
busy
the
because
details?
she wears most of what has even beyond that. She has her own show
Yeah.
because her background is in broadcasting,
Okay.
and as well as um I just lost the track what I was going to say.
Now I know that you were saying that she will do your makeup for modeling sessions or photo shoots and things like that. Am I correct?
Correct. Oh, I
Hmm.
know what's going to say. I have linked her to businesses for grant writing
Oh, okay.
and those kind of things. I mean, she really is a jack of all trades,
Okay.
and that's Miss Francine, and then Miss Natasha. I am
Hmm.
honored to announce that her foundation for first of Make Your Dreams Come True, but then she expanded to That Girl
Oh,
after
okay.
the death of her mom and the loss of her mom,
Okay.
because her mom was always saying she was that girl. And so I am actually going to be honored for the work I guess for the work I'm doing
Okay.
from the That Girl organization on March 27th at the Detroit Pistons game at the Little Caesars Arena.
Congratulations. Awesome.
And I am just I was I was excited just for the honor when she reached out to me. But once she started posting these other women, I'm like, whoa, really? Me? Because there's some heavy hitters. So I would encourage people to check out That Girl on their social media so that they see all of the wonderful other women that are going to be recognized at the event. You can get discount tickets by going through That Girl for the event if you want to be there in person for this amazing ceremony event. And then of course I have the young man that is featured also on there is my brother.
Your
You
brother.
and he does phenomenal work in his business for the community. And his passion is to make sure that our community, especially our seniors, are safe. So his
Mm-hmm.
company does surveillance systems as well as seamless. I can't say seamless because he hates any type of wire showing. Seamless electrical mounting, so that includes like your entertainment sound systems or your flat screen televisions and that kind of stuff. But the priority,
Awesome.
his main focus is making sure you have those surveillance cameras so you can feel safe with your premises.
Okay.
It was just a joy just having the opportunity to actually have every individual speak before the crowning ceremony, because
Mhm.
you yourself do a lot of phenomenal work, and
Thank you. Thank you.
just getting to some of the couple of things that people may have missed, because you're phenomenal entrepreneur that you had. You celebrated Dr. Mary Welsh at this
Mhm.
phenomenal event,
Mhm.
and that was done in conjunction with the phenomenal Camilla Franklin with Tax
Yes.
Divas. So
Yes.
that was awesome to bring awareness to not only with the work that you two do, but also for your mompreneur and the amazing work that she's doing. And then this
Yes.
event that we have mentioned multiple times now throughout the show is going to support your dadpreneur winner.
Yes.
And
We're
so,
gonna have Sada Baby. Yes, Sada
yeah,
Baby. And again, it was important to me to feature those from Detroit. I am bringing in an artist from Minneapolis who has been he's from Chicago, but he lives in Minneapolis right now. Big Mike. I am bringing him in too to open up for Sada Baby. Like all of the opening acts have been with me for years, and I mean, and let me tell you, loyalty is everything.
mm-hmm.
And a lot like Whisper has been on with me. I don't even know, it's over 10 years. Al Love, the same thing. Big Mike, the same thing. All of them, I've worked with the band for years on end. So it's kind of like a thank you to them,
Okay.
having them open up for an international act. It's a thank you to them because I'm like, listen, if you guys didn't believe in me from the inception, right? They never heard of Mona Lisa's lyrics, but they still say, oh, well, let's give her a try, and it ended up being a long friendship, friendship and family formed through that. So yeah, we look forward to Sada Baby coming out and he's going to perform. He's going to do a meet and greet and with the kids and the families there. So it's going to be awesome. And you are a
Awesome.
VIP guest, Miss Sonia Weaver. Right, you are a VIP, one of our VIP guests. So yeah, so you're gonna be in the house. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm so excited to get all of these business owners together. It's a great networking event along with a fundraiser. So come on out.
Yeah, and not only come on out. Now we're giving away tickets. All you gotta do is three easy
Woo!
steps. You're getting free tickets. You got 7 days to do the free easy steps, and I'm telling you, just reach out to our last week's winner, and he'll tell you how easy it was. He was like, boom, 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 it done. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do to be in the house. So I am really,
Yeah.
really excited about this event coming up. So, Mona, we are actually like into the end. Can you believe it? I
Time
want to make
flies. Yes.
sure, I know time goes by. I want to make sure that you take a moment to make sure people know how to connect with you. But before you get into that piece, I just have to know what book is on your nightstand or that you've recently read or would highly recommend reading.
You know what? Let me say what I am going to read. All
I
right.
love
This is
it.
my aspiration. I want to read Think and Grow Rich. I want to read it. I run so much and I do a lot of stuff. And so sitting and reading a book quietly is great feat for me. So I said, let me go on Audible and order this book, Think and Grow Rich. But Minister LaShawn Michael, who she's a great business mind and a great person all around anyway, but she recommends that book. And so I'm like, I'm gonna read that book. But for me, just what stands out to me is people, period. So I mean, reading books, I love it, love it, love it. If I can do it, if I can sit down and discipline myself enough to do it.
I always say for me, I keep a variety on hand because
Mm-hmm.
it's just like television, except for
Mm-hmm.
it allows me to put my own imagination at work.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I never have the intent of like, oh, I'm gonna read this many chapters or finish the book, or I'll just
Mm-hmm.
be like, okay, so a little bit of quiet time, take me a couple minutes, and I'm going to read a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. And I find myself, it relaxes me right before bed so that I
Okay.
can sleep soundly. And I rather have like good things programmed right before I go to sleep
Right.
than to watch some, I hate to say ratchet TV or whatever, mindless TV. And then that's what I'm dreaming about throughout the night. So at least if
Yeah.
I like do that last programming of reading something, and I'm telling you that if you read right before you go to bed, Think and Grow Rich, you're programming your mind to start thinking, and then you're going to, while you sleep, be imagining these things that you put in there. So I would encourage you
Yeah.
just to try, 5-10 minutes
Yeah.
right
I
before you go to
am.
bed.
Yes, I am. I am. And last time I was on your show, I was talking about a book called The Hammer, and that book still resonates in my soul because it was about a child actually who was growing up in a horrible family, but he grew up to conquer the legacy that they sent, or that they laid, the foundation that they laid as a family, who was kind of, but he took it upon himself to be different. And I do love that book. I do recommend that. It's The Hammer. And it just shows you that just because your family is one way doesn't mean you have to grow up in
Yes.
that way too. You can break out of that and just be
Mhm.
strong enough to forge
Yeah.
your own future. So I do like that book too.
Awesome, awesome. So we had a couple comments come in. Hello, Tim. Thank you for joining. Said
Hey,
Mona
Ken.
and Tanya, let's go. That's right. And then we had Miss Barbara Biggs saying, good evening, beautiful Mona Lisa and Sonia. Good evening, Mama
Hey,
Big.
Mama Biggs. Hey, Mama Biggs.
So before you leave, Mona, so how can people connect with you?
Well, my website is mllevents.com. You can always go on there and see the updates about where we'll be, what's going on, what projects are going on Facebook, that business page is kept fresh every day. Mona's Entertainment with an S, Mona's Entertainment. And, for me, if you want to really connect with me, email me, Mona Lizza, MONALIZZA 221 at yahoo.com. If you like to be a vendor, if you like to be a featured artist at anything coming up, if you like to sponsor any of these events, it really will come in to play when we start traveling this year, because we're taking the products mainly from local businesses and distributing them out all over the country. So that's a great opportunity for people to expand, their product line, and not physically have to be there. So it's going to be a great opportunity. And last of all, you can call 586-460-8981. And for the tickets for Sada Baby, it's THESADA, the Sada fundraiser.eventbrite.com. And yeah, so I'm so excited about everyone that's participating. Our team is just amazing, from the sound team, Boston Entertainment Group, Ken Folk in the Pocket Band, to Big Mike, Al Love, Whisper opening up, with BZ being featured, and just the help of everyone, that has supported me in all of my journeys. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Awesome, awesome. And I mean, that was like a good closing. My last statement was going to be, is there anything that we didn't discuss that you would like to close out with? But I mean, to me, that was a good close, but I don't want to think it was your close. So is there anything else you would like to share before we end tonight's conversation?
Just thank you to you for all that you do. You are phenomenal. I'm so happy to call you friend. I love you very much, and I'm always here for you, as you know. And just thank you to everyone who supported me. It could have been they came to an event, they bought a ticket, they gifted a ticket, they prayed for me, they stood by me. And regardless of whether we're still working together today or not, I mean, you lose and gain people over, 17 years of business. So whether we still are in contact or not, I truly, truly appreciate what you poured into me. And I hope that what I poured into you helped you get to the next level. So
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Mona, make sure you stick around after we end so we can have our recap. And I want to just thank everybody and get you excited because next week we will be speaking with the phenomenal Michelle McDonald. If you have a nonprofit, you better tune in. If you know someone who has a nonprofit, you better share because Michelle McDonald knows how to position the nonprofits to get the money. Okay. She will make sure that you are positioned to get sponsorship. She will make sure that you are positioned to get your nonprofit to the people that need to get to it, right? She will get you in the place where you need to be in order so that you can speak like openly and publicly on behalf of your nonprofit. So you would definitely want to make sure that you tune in next week. And then we're closing the month out with the phenomenal Camilla Franklin. Yes,
woo,
I'm excited.
we love you.
Yes, we do, especially during this season, right? And she is
Taxes.
the tax diva that's going to make sure that you get the bank out of your buck for what you have done for last year in 2022. So you will want to make sure you tune in and on February the 27th. Second, if you have not already done so, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and then share it. Seriously, share it and ask others to join as well. We want to hit those phenomenal numbers to get us positioned so that our visibility can explode. This platform is here so that we create awareness and encourage support of the phenomenal work that you do as a Black business owner. So make sure that you subscribe. Click the little notification bell so that you can always know when we're going live and having a conversation with another amazing Black business owner. So, Mona, I would like to again thank you. Thank you for always being available to come and share the phenomenal work that you are doing tirelessly, for planting some seeds for people to get excited for what they're doing and to get excited for your upcoming events. And to also let them know some jewels you said tonight, to do what you love to do.
Yes,
So do what
please.
you love to do. And sometimes you have to reflect and remove in order for you to do that. You don't have to do everything just because you started out doing it. There are sometimes you have to kind of pivot so that you can continue with your purpose. I thank you all for tuning in and for your comments that came through the chat. As always, I am Sonia Weaver, and I encourage you to spend with purpose because your dollar does matter, and deal with Bob. Have an amazing week. I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.